In our previous lesson, we learned how to create and activate AWS account. In this lesson, we are going to use the account that we created to learn how to create an M user and assign it to a group with administrator access. Welcome to another informative lesson of Technology for All Academy, an academy that teaches information communication technology and security for free. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Thabang Makobe, the founder of Technology for All Academy. Our focus for today will be on IAM. So what is AWS IAM? IAM stands for Identity and Access Management. IAM is an AWS global service, meaning it can apply to all regions. Example, you can create EC2 instance in different regions using the same IAM user. It is used to securely control access to your AWS resources by applying authentication, meaning does your credential allow you to log into AWS, and also authorization, meaning what does your policies or permissions allows you to do. By default, when you create an AWS account, an IAM user will be created for you called a root user. But it is not best practice to use root user as it has access to all policies. AWS encourages least privilege principle, meaning we don't give more permission than a user needs. I have already logged into my AWS account, and as I've said, we are going to configure an AWS IAM user that has administrator full access. To access IAM dashboard or menu in AWS console, you can either go to services, click this icon, and you can go to all services and search for, scroll down to check for IAM, or you can go down and click security, identity and compliance, and in here scroll down until you find IAM and click IAM. Another way to search for IAM is on the URL. You just type IAM. On the menu that appear, you click IAM. And now that we are inside Identity and Access Management dashboard, we are going to click on Users. And on the GUI that opens, you click on Create User. As we said, IAM is a global service. You can see here on the menu it's written global, and if you click the drop down arrow, you can see the regions are grayed out. For the name, let's test_user, and then we click the tick box that says provide user access to the AWS management console. Next, where it says are you providing console access to a person, as you can see there are two statements there. Specify a user in Identity Center, which is recommended, and I want to create an IAM user. We are going to click the radio button of I want to create an IAM user, and then on console password, I'm going to create a custom password because we are creating account for ourselves, not for a client. I'll give it lab@123. You can click show password to see our password, which is lab@123. And then here I'm going to untick this tick box that says user must create a new password at the next sign in. Okay, let me untick it. Then we click on next step. Okay, it says the password you entered does not conform to the account password policy, must be at least. Okay, let me give it again. Password lab 0007 must be 8 characters. 1 2 3 4. Yes, it's 8 characters. Okay, I'll click next. Opens, or on the GUI that opens, we have 3 ways to set permission. You can add user to a group, or copy permissions, or attach policy directly. So we are going to add a user to a group, and because we don't have a group at the moment, we are going to click the create group tab, and I'll name my group admin. And as I said, we are going to assign the permission for administrator access. Okay, we click on administrator access, and then we click create user group tab. And to assign our user to the group, we have to click the tick box of admin group. Okay, let me click it, and then we go down and click on the next. On review and create, it's where we are reviewing we just want to see if everything corresponds with what we configured or created. And if you want to add text, you can click on add new text and then type your text. I'm not going to add any text, it's optional. If you want to do it, you can do it. If you don't want, you can just leave it. I'm just gonna go down and click on create user. As you can see, we get the message user created successful. You can view and download the user password and email instruction for signing into the AWS management console. Okay, let me click on return to our user list, and as you can see, we get the message continue without viewing or downloading console password. You must check the message what that says. It says you haven't viewed or downloaded this user's password. If you continue, you cannot retrieve the password in the future. Instead, you must create a new password for the user. So I'm just going to continue because I know the password. And now that we are done with creating our user, the next step that I want to do is to create an alias for login. And to do that, I'll go to dashboard and click on dashboard. And then here on the right hand side, as you can see where it says AWS account, I'm going to click on create account alias, and then we'll give our alias. Let's give it AWS-SERIES, and then click on create. It says it already exists. Okay, let me click here and then make it AWS-SERIES 1. Click on create, and now we'll click the drop down arrow on the top right where it says AWS-SERIES. I'm going to log out of our root account or root user and then sign in with the user that we just created. Okay, click sign out, and then I'll click sign in. Our alias is AWS-SERIES 1, and our user is labtest_user. Our password is lab@0007. Sign in. As you can see right now, we are logged into our AWS account using our labtest user. If you go to the top right, you can see right now it's saying labtest_user at AWS1. With that, let me love and leave you. Hope this lesson was informative and beneficial. And if you really benefited a lot from it, please don't hesitate to share with someone who will also benefit from it. And please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell in order to be notified whenever we drop another lesson. Have a blessed day. Thank you.